Welcome to Wanies Academy. Today we are in for a class, and I strongly believe that as we progress from where we stopped in our last lesson, you're going to enjoy today's class as well. Welcome once again to Wanies Academy. Today we're looking at fossil fuel and nuclear energy. When we talk about fossil fuel and we talk about nuclear energy, all of these are, product of chemical reactions. In this lesson, we're going to look at the end of this lesson, we should be able, you as a student, you should be able to describe how fossil fuel and nuclear energy are formed and used to generate electricity. Then our second lesson objectives is to compare the advantages and disadvantages of fossil fuel and nuclear energy as a non-renewable energy sources. Then we are also going to look at to evaluate the environmental impacts of using fossil fuel and nuclear energy, including their contribution to pollution and climate change. So now let's quickly delve into the lesson. The first thing is what is energy? We have been defining energy in various concepts. Today, what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Energy is needed for almost everything we do. Everything we do, energy is needed. Now, cooking, energy is needed. Now, heating, energy is needed. In lighting, energy is needed. In transportation, energy is needed. In running our machines, energy is needed. So energy is something that you cannot do without. Without it, the world will not function. Without energy, nothing will move. So that is why energy is very, very important. Now, is that clear? Okay, good. Now, energy is basically majorly divided into two sources. The energy resources we have or that we use, they are broadly divided into two. Number one, we have what has been classified as non-renewable energy sources. Non-renewable energy sources. Now, from the word, it's a simple English word, but I will still explain it. Non-renewable. When something is not renewable. When something is not replaceable. When something cannot be replenished as and when expected. That is why these sources of energy that are classified as non-renewable are said to be non-renewable because it's very difficult for you to actually, replenish them, get them back. So these are resources that will eventually run out. They will not be there forever. So that is why we call them non-renewable. Then we also have the second group, second classification, which is renewable energy sources. Now, the direct opposite of the first one is this, renewable. When you say something is renewable, it means that you can replenish it. You can get it back. You can replace it. So these are resources that can be replaced naturally. You don't need anything to replace them naturally. So these are the major classification of energy, which is energy resources. The renewable energy resources and the non-renewable energy sources. Now, let's now look at what we are looking at today, which is fossil fuel. If I were asking, fossil fuel and nuclear energy. Now, how do you classify them? Are they non-renewable or renewable? Who can answer the question? Okay, yeah, that's good. Fossil fuel and nuclear energy are two important non-renewable energy sources. They are non-renewable. because fossil fuels are not renewable. Nuclear energy are not replaceable. So there are two sources of non-renewable energy that we have. Now, let's now quickly go into fossil fuel. What are fossil fuels? What do you understand by fossil fuel? Fossil fuels are natural fuels formed from the remains of dead plants and animals. You know, these dead plants and animals that have lived millions of years, they have been existing over millions of years. And so over time, as a result of subjecting these dead plants and animals to enormous heat and pressure, now these dead plants and animals is now transformed, changed into fuel, what we call fuel, crude oil. So it is as a result of pressure and heat that dead plants and animals of marine origin are subjected to, and leads to the production, natural production of what is called fuel today. So now we have the main types of fossil fuel that we have today. They are coal, oil, which is petroleum. Then we have the natural gas, that is the methane gas. Methane gas. You see, the methane gas also falls into this class of resources that we have. So the methane gas. So we have the coal. Coal is also an example of a fossil fuel. We have the oil, which is petroleum. They are also classified as a fossil fuel. Then we have the natural gas. The natural gas is also a fossil fuel. So all of these types of fossil fuel, they are all non-renewable. They are all non-renewable. Now, these fuels are burned, they are combusted. They need to be burned before energy inherent in them can be released. So they have to be burned. So that it's very, very important for them to be burned. So how are fossil fuels, how are they formed? That is the next subdivision. Number one is that plants and animals will die. The ones that died millions of years ago, their remains, were buried under mud, sand, and rocks. Now, over millions of years, several years, heat and pressure turned them into coal. Some are turned into oil. Some are turned into gas. So that is how they are formed. Now, what do we actually use fossil fuel for, if I may ask? Oh, to power our cars? Yes, that's correct. Yes. Good. To heat our homes? Yes, we need it. We also, okay, we need it for cooking as well. Yeah, that's good. So now, use this. We use it in turbine, to drive turbine. That is electricity generation in power stations. Number two, we use it to fuel our, to fuel for vehicles as fuel, like petrol and diesel. Then we have heating our homes and buildings. Then we also have making products like plastics and fertilizers. See, fossil fuel are needed in all of this. They are needed. Any question? Okay, no question. Now let's move on. Let's move on to the advantages of fossil fuel. What are the advantages of fossil fuel? Number one, easy. They are easily available and currently widely used. That's number one. Number two, they have high energy output compared to other sources of energy. Number three is that can be transported easily, especially oil and gas. Then number four, can be used anytime, not depending on weather. It can be used anytime, not depending on weather. Then let's look at the disadvantages of fossil fuel. Because everything that has advantage, you will also see a little disadvantage, the pros and the cons. Now, the disadvantages of fossil fuel, they include they are non-renewable. The fact that they are non-renewable is a disadvantage. So they will eventually run out. Then number 2 is that release carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas that affects, which causes global warming. Then we also see that can cause air pollution. When it is born, the discharge to the atmosphere can cause air pollution and acid rain. Then mining and drilling can damage the environment. Water pollution, can emanate from that. Then oil spill can also harm marine life. So these are the disadvantages we have in the use of fossil fuel, in the exploration of fossil fuel, and the refining of fossil fuel. All of these culminate together to form the disadvantage. So, so far so good. We've been talking about fossil fuel, the first aspect of this lesson that we have today. Anyone with a question? Yes? Okay, no question. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So I will send your assignment to you. I will send your assignment to you on the learning platform. If there is no question, we're going to stop here to continue in our next class. Thank you for watching. Remember to click the subscribe button.